Exist is a 2014 found-footage horror film directed by Eduardo Sánchez, best known for co-directing the Blair Witch Project. This time around, Sánchez steps back into familiar territory, but instead of witches and woods, he takes on one of America's most enduring legends, Bigfoot. The result is a raw, atmospheric ride through the Texas wilderness that combines cryptid folklore with adrenaline-fueled survival horror. The film follows a group of friends who head out to a remote cabin in East Texas to shoot some video and enjoy a carefree weekend. Their trip takes a dark turn when they hit something with their car on the way in, a moment that seems minor at first, but soon spirals into a nightmare. It turns out they've angered something lurking in the woods, something massive, intelligent, and vengeful. Unlike many horror films that tease their monsters until the final act, Exists wastes no time. Bigfoot makes early and frequent appearances, often in full view and even in daylight. This bold choice sets it apart from many cryptid films that rely entirely on ambiguity. Whether that works for you depends on what you're looking for. Some might prefer the mystery, while others will appreciate the direct confrontation. What really elevates Exists above average found footage fare is its monster. Bigfoot isn't portrayed as a mindless brute. Instead, there's a tragic twist. The creature's rage stems from the accidental death of its offspring. It's a surprisingly emotional motivation that adds depth to what could have been a purely primal villain. The suit design brought to life by creature actor Brian Steele gives the monster physicality and presence that's genuinely intimidating. The film also gets major points for its pacing and set pieces. Once the attacks begin, the tension rarely lets up. There's an intense sequence involving a bike chase through the woods that stands out as one of the most thrilling moments in modern found footage horror. The cinematography captures the chaos and panic of being hunted, while still allowing the audience to follow what's happening. A balance not every found footage film gets right. However, Exists isn't without flaws. Like most entries in the genre, it occasionally suffers from classic, why are they still filming? Problem. At times, the characters seem more interested in capturing footage than surviving. This can break immersion, especially in scenes where their lives are clearly on the line. Some of the dialogue feels shallow or cliched, and not all the characters are equally likable or fleshed out. Still, for all its imperfections, Exists delivers where it counts. The atmosphere is thick with dread, the creature design is memorable, and the story packs more emotional weight than you'd expect from a movie about Bigfoot. It's one of the few cryptid horror films that treats its subject with both seriousness and suspense. Fans of found footage films like The Blair Witch Project, Willow Creek, or As Above, so Below will find a lot to enjoy here. If you're tired of ghost stories and want something more visceral, more physical, and rooted in American folklore, Exists is worth your time. Final rating, 3.5 out of 5. It may not reinvent the wheel, but Exists is a solid, scary, and surprisingly emotional creature feature. A hidden gem for cryptid enthusiasts and horror fans alike.